Hello Flosstubers, it is me, Sylvia from Beckisland. Welcome to my Flosstube video number 21. How are you? How have you been? It's been a while since I last recorded. I'm sorry, it took me so long to come back. I'm doing okay-ish. Thank you very much for all your lovely comments and your kind words and your encouragement and believing in me. Thank you so very much that you are there for me. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going on in my life right now and I don't want to get into it, and I'm not sure if I can record as often as I want to. I always wanted to record every other week, but as you can see now, it took me almost 3 weeks, and yeah, we will see how this goes. And yeah, I just wanted to let you know I'm doing okay-ish, kind of. But thank you for all your lovely comments. I'm sorry, I apologize. Today I would like to show you my July cushions that I have in my basket on my table decorated. I know we are already in the middle of July, and that's why it's about time that I show you my little cushions. And I hope you enjoy what I like to share with you. I got some happy mail. I have ordered something that finally came after a few weeks. Finally, it's here. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't stitched much the last week, and so not much progress. Or yeah, I have a new start. But anyway, I will get into that in a minute. I would like to start right away with my July cushions, and would like to start with my oldest one. It is from 2010. I'm looking at my notes. I have my folder with my kind of journal in it. The first one I wanted to show you is from 2010. This is one of my very first stitches. It's not so good stitched, but it's one of my first, and it is my very first attempt to do a flat ornament, and I think I already showed it to you. It is a free design from a French designer. I will put down every information for freebies that I used in the box below. As always, you can find the links to the websites or blogs or whatever. So anyway, this is stitched in 2010. I stitched this 2/1 on fine Ariosa, it says. I'm not sure, I didn't keep track exactly, but I think it is fine Ariosa. And yeah, that's the back, and I turned it into a flat ornament. So made a little bow on top of it. For my first one, turned out not bad, not too bad, I think. Yeah. So, and as I mentioned in my last video, I kind of have a color for every month that I like to change, or a theme that I like to have for each month. So like bees, and for July, of course, it is Americana. So red, white, and blue, and cherries and ladybugs, that kind of stuff. So yeah, like it. That's the first one. Then I didn't do for a while stuff for myself, so we head straight ahead into 2015. The next thing I did for myself, I stitched in between, but not for myself. I didn't keep things for myself, so told you, gave a lot away. Anyway, in 2015 I stitched a freebie that I found on a French site. I think it was a blog where I found it, And we'll link this also down below. And it says Liberty, and I stitched it on Belfast linen, flax with overdyed floss and DMC, kind of a mixture. And I wrapped around some kind of cording and have a gingham blue checker, whatever, fabric on the back. Not bad, I like it. Still like it. It's a pretty design. Okay, the coverage in the house is not as good as you would like to have it, but I like it anyway. And the next one is also an Americana theme. I purchased a PDF pattern on Etsy from the Primitive Stitching, and it's stitched on Belfast flax also, but this time I stained it a little bit with coffee. I'm sorry, Suzette, I didn't know about you and your tutorial how to stain your pieces, so this is the way I try to stain with coffee. So you can see a lot of coffee staining, just a little bit, so maybe a shadow of coffee staining here and there. But that's okay, that's the learning process, and I like it anyway. So yeah, I think it turned out nice. Yeah, stitched it in July 2015 and stitched it with DMC floss. And then I have another freebie. It is, people, can you tell me why I buy always new patterns when I have so many free designs that I stitch? I don't know. But I think it is okay to stitch a freebie now and then, as long as you buy now and then new patterns. What do you think? Kidding. It says Liberty, maybe a few of you know, or a lot of you know. It is Liberty, and it's stitched on casual flax linen, and also a little bit with coffee stain here. So yeah, somehow the bow doesn't work today. And I stitched it with DMC floss. So that's the back. Yeah, kind of like it. Not bad. And then we skip ahead into 2016, where I did my, I forgot one. I think I forgot one. So now I don't have the date. I'm sorry, but I think the date, oh, here it is. The date doesn't matter. Actually, it is Lizzie Kate also, and it is the Flip It Bit series. I told you I have a one for every month, and this series I stitched all 12 complete. So this is just beautiful. I love it so very much. The colors are so beautiful. I think I changed the J color. I'm not sure. If you would like to know, please feel free to ask me about any color changes I make. I'm more than happy to share my color changes. So anyway, yeah, I like it very much, very much. And that's the back. Yeah. So now we skip ahead. 2016. I apologize today. I'm not so cool and collected and organized and prepared. Don't know why. It is what it is. I hope you enjoyed anyway. I stitched in 2016. This is the first from the series, Flip It Stamps. This is the first one I stitched. I started with the series in July. I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Who knows? But I think so. Anyway, this is how I did it. sewed on fabric and some rickrack. I didn't put on the black buttons. The chart comes with always comes with tiny little buttons, and you should stitch some legs for to the buttons, so it looks like ants, and I didn't like that, so I left it out. And first I had a very dark blue bow on top of it, but I didn't like that either. So I changed the bow into the green one that looks like the light green inside the watermelon. Don't ask me why. This comes just, maybe you don't like the green bow, but I like it. I needed something different and not blue. So anyway, and then the last from this book, from this folder, is Little Sheep Virtues, and I have this one in a separate basket. You all know by now that I have a one with my scissor in it, and I always only change out a cushion, and it looks like that. I have in a little bit dried lavender, yeah, and the scissor and some greenery, and the little cushion, Little Sheep Virtues. Courage. I stitched this last year. I didn't want to because somehow purple isn't really my color, but then I came up with the idea of thinking this might be some kind of lavender, and now I'm happy with it in this basket with some dried lavender. It's okay, I think. Yeah, and that's the back. Okay, and speaking of lavender, I had in my comments a question, but I forgot to write down your... No, it was Claudia. I have your name. It was Claudia. Claudia asked me in the comments, it's been a while, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I wanted to show you. I'm sorry, I have to put down my folder. I wanted to show you how I dry my lavender, and I have to be a little bit careful because it's already started to dry. This is how I dry my lavender. I have a bundle. After I cut it, I have a bundle of dried lavender, and I have it hanging. I have a shelf with packs, and there I hang it. Some of them in my shed and some of them in the house. So upside down, it's like when you dry herbs. That's the same way. That's how I dry it, and it's been a couple of days. The harvesting already began. I'm cutting a lot of lavender right now, and running out of space where I can hang them. But yeah, that's how I dry my lavender. I'm not sure if it's the right way, but that's how I do it. Just a small bundle, and then hang it upside down on some wooden peg or whatever you have, and yeah, when it starts to fall down, the little blossoms, then you can hear it when it's dry. It takes a few days. I have it, yeah, whenever. I think a week, 2. I don't have a time limit. It comes to me and I say, now it's dry, and then I'm doing it. I'm rolling the lavender in my hand and let it fall in a bucket or a bowl, and then that's it. I don't do more. So, then the next cushions I did was the one for my mom. I fully finished it, and that's how I did it. You saw it without the ruched ribbon, and now it has the ruched ribbon on it. And now the sun is coming out. We were just hit by a really ugly thunderstorm. No, ugly isn't the right word, but it was a very loud thunder. So, and lots of rain and rain and rain. And now the sun is coming out, so I could have taken my light out, but it is what it is. Just let me make it so good. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't told you, this is my first attempt to do a video because of the thunderstorm and because of me, and this one seems to be not so good also, but let's move on. Yeah, that's my cushion that I gave to my mom and just borrowed it for this video, and that's the chart, and that's what I did. Okay, Blackbird design, Sweet Thoughts of You, stitched on Annabelle with DMC, I think, yeah, and Gentle Art, Lavender thread. So, okay, and you saw already the bag. She likes it very much. I have to give it back to her. It's just borrowed. So, and then I have a fully finished. Yoo-hoo! I finished the wordplay for July just in time, and I like it. Turned out good. I stitched this on Belfast Vintage Dune, and I like it. The marbling in it, so looks like a little bit of water and the blue bubbles. I like it. And that's the fabric for the back. So kind of bubbles, and the blue matches exactly the water. Like it? Yeah, turned out good. So those are all my cushions. I don't have many, as you can see, for July. I don't know why. I would like to stitch more, but it is what it is. And yeah, okay. Moving on. I'm sorry, may I? I apologize. Good, thank you very much. So, what's next? Finish. I have a finish. Do you know what I finished? Any guess? Anyone? Yoo-hoo! I finished the Francis Poole sampler. It's done. Yeah. Love it. I love it. I really love it. Have to see. So. Good. I love it. Nothing else to say. I love it. I really do. I stitched this on Belfast linen, 32 count, flax, and with all the recommended overdyed threads. I think mostly Gentle Art sampler thread. Yeah, I like it very much. I don't show you the pattern picture because I showed it to you in every single video that I showed you. I love it. I really do. It turned out so beautiful. It is a really beautiful design, I think. Yeah, beautiful colors and everything. But you know what? So now you may call me once again crazy. I'm kind of sad. I'm happy that I'm done and finished and can put it aside and move on, but somehow I'm kind of sad that I can't stitch on it anymore because I enjoyed it very much. I told you this every time I showed you the progress. I enjoyed it very much. So, and Minnie Gray asked in one of her last videos, why do you cross stitch? This was a question for her giveaway, and I already have commented, but it's hard to express and hard to explain for me in my bubbly English. So I don't know. I enjoy. Why do I cross stitch? I love to make the crosses, and I like to stitch slowly. So I don't want to rush it. I don't want to, I want to rush it because there are so many designs I would like to stitch, and would like to start 30, 40, 50 designs at once, but on the other hand, I would like to enjoy the stitch I do. So I hope you know what I mean. I like to hear the needle go through the linen, and the process. I just like the process of stitching, and now and then I would like to lean back and look at my stitched piece and go over with my hand and touch it and feel it and look at it and say it's so beautiful. And that's why I love to stitch. That's what I enjoy. So this piece, this Francis Poole piece, really proved it to me that that's what I enjoy about stitching. Slowly, but with all my heart, with all my emotions, with all I have that I can put into every single stitch I make. Or does it make any sense? I'm sorry if it sounds silly, but that's what I like about stitching, cross stitching. It's the cross stitch I like, I love, I enjoy. So, and seeing the colors, I saw, I discovered it while I was stitching this, and when Minnie Gray asked this question, I discovered that I stitch more and more with overdyed floss. I used to stitch with DMC. That's I prefer this over Anchor. I have almost every DMC color, but I'm more and more buying overdyed floss. So when I stitch a Lizzie Kate, and a Lizzie Kate has always DMC to a conversion to the overdyes. But I stitched the flip it bits, for example, with overdyed. I just love the variation. Look at the birds, for example. I think this was the first bird I stitched, and it has the stripes, and I was a little bit disappointed, but I didn't want to rip it out. And the second one, I was a little bit more careful and have a light colored belly. So this turned out a little better, and I like the variation in the, I'm sorry, I really don't know what happened. I got cut off, so, and I have no idea what happened and why I got cut off. As I was saying, this was the last I was saying. I love the variation of the flosses. So I could go on and on and on. We would be here forever. I'm sorry, I apologize. I have to lean over. So careful. Okay? That was my finish. I'm happy and sad. Yeah, and I was saying that I discovered a lot while stitching this, and after I was done with it, I discovered something else. I was kind of sad. I always have to look for the time now because I'm not sure what happened to my iPad. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's weird. I fell in some kind of stitching gap, I guess I would call it. I didn't stitch for a few days because I didn't know what I want to stitch, and I was missing the Francis Poole. I don't know. Does it happen to you too? Weird. And then usually I would have started my little flip it stamp for August. It's all ready. It's all ready. I need to stitch this next for August. You know, I don't have it for August. Have everything ready to go. And I already kitted up in my project bag. Thank you, by the way, for all your comments and your support, and your still love it. But I haven't made a new one, and I haven't messaged Kay. I apologize for that, Kay. I have not forgotten about it, but I, as I said, didn't stitch much and didn't sew anything. So how was I? Yeah, the wordplay for August needs to be stitched, and yeah, that would be my next piece. But we are already in the middle of August, and I think this is not gonna happen. But doesn't matter. So I don't have a flip it stamp for August, so doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. I started something completely different. Completely. And when I started this 3 nights ago. And my husband saw me stitching on it, and he said, "Why do you stitch such a boring black design?" And I was thinking, why do I like to stitch black? I think because of all the busyness in the Francis pool and all the busyness in the August wordplay. I needed a break from all of that. So I think that's the reason why I chose to stitch this one. It's from the Primitive Needle, the Hornbook Angel. And I have this on my wish list. I told you about it in January, that I would like to stitch it someday this year. And here we are. I started it. So I started it 3 nights ago, but I had to rip it out. I started the border, the 2 borders, and had to rip them out. It was stitched 1/2 on 36 count Edinburgh flags, and I didn't like it, the 1/2. So yeah, you know, when you rip something out. But anyway, so I stitched on this for 2 nights, and I like it. The progress is okay for 2 nights, and I like the coverage very much. It's way more better coverage 2/2. I'm stitching it 2/2 on 36 count Edinburgh linen, and I really like it. I'm not sure if I coffee stain it when I'm done with it, and we will see. I haven't decided on that yet, and I haven't stitched here because I like the way it looks with the 2 flowers. But I'm not sure if I'm happy when this is done completely like the picture. I'm not sure if I'm happy because of the letters missing. I don't know why there is no W, nor X, and no Y. I know why there is no G, J, I, and J, and I know why there is no U and V. I get this, but I don't know why it doesn't have a W or an X or a Y. So I'm not sure if I changed that, because I like it with the flowers in the last row. I really like the flowers. What would you do? Would you put in the missing letters, or would you leave them out with some kind of explanation and stitch the blossoms, the flowers? I don't know. So that's why I haven't stitched here. I always start in the left bottom corner, so, and go up. Yeah, like it. And I changed the thread color. It calls for crescent color, which is now Classic Colorworks, I think. And it's called for black coffee. I didn't like the variation of black coffee, so I turned it into crescent color blackbird. It's a little bit more black, but I tell you, stitching with this kind of thread, I don't know, is it crescent color or is it the color blackbird? I have no idea. It always makes a lot of knots, and you have to go out of the needle and undo the knot and blah 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 blah. It's time consuming doing that, but as I said, I'm pretty in love with it. I'm pretty in love with it. It's coming along good, and I wanted to show you the back of this because I'm a little bit proud of myself. This is the back. It looks good, does it? Yeah. That's why I like to start each and every single one new. So when you look through it, you can't see any carried thread. I didn't like it from the beginning. When I started stitching 7 or 8 years ago, now it might be 8 years, I didn't do that, and I don't do it today because I don't like to see the threads through. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Sorry, I apologize, just a second. So, that's my new start, and I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. I like it. I hope you like it too. So, and we will see how this goes. So, now, let's go to gifts. Happy mail? Happy mail. I got some really happy mail. So, the first one I got last week, and I forgot to ask if I didn't ask for permission to mention it on my video, but since she is doing Flosstube videos herself, so I hope you don't mind that I mention your name. So, okay, I got a happy mail. A very, very lovely, beautiful card. Hi there, and it's matching. And I didn't do that on purpose. I just saw it when I put it out and see it on camera. It's fitting. So my favorite color, as you can see, one of my favorite colors. I don't have one. I have a lot. Anyway, some lovely words. A really lovely note. Thank you so very much, Nicole from the Buckeye Stitcher sent me some of her, what do you call it, overstash. She said she don't wanna stitch on the colors she has. So the first color matches my color too. Is kind of a rosé. It's called Bashful. Pretty. It's really pretty. I like it. You can see it because of the bad lighting today. I apologize, but this really is a beautiful rosé. I like it very much. And I might have an idea what I can stitch on it. The next one is called Mint. A very pretty color. Very pretty. Can you see me how I touch it? Oh, I can understand it, why so many of you like to stitch on this kind of brand. Picture this plus. A great, really a great marbling. I like it very much. And here comes the Mercedes. Mercedes. Beautiful, beautiful. This is, Nicole, this is absolutely me. Really beautiful. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I hope I get to stitch on it very soon because I have kind of some ideas for it. So, and then I got this week a lovely mail, a lovely happy mail from Cindy, Cindy's cross stitch, and she also sent a lovely cute card with a bee on it and the most lovely words. Thank you so very much, Cindy, for believing in me, I may say, for believing in me. Thank you so very much, and for encouraging and supporting me. And Cindy made me this cute little pin cushion. It's so adorable, the little bees here. Really handmade, stitched by her, stitched by Cindy. Send it to me, people. I love it. Thank you so very much. Look at the charm, it's cute. You know I like cute. And it's for my, she said it's for my, it's an addition to my little cushions in my basket with all the bees. So welcome to the beehive, I might say. And that's on the back. Very pretty. Thank you so much. And Cindy also sent me something from Clay by Kim. That's the website. It's on Etsy. And just lovely. Thank you so very much, Cindy. Just lovely. Look at that lovely needle minder. Isn't that just gorgeous? Beautiful. And you put the needle here. You can put the needle in here, like this. So, and it holds like this. Beautiful. And that's for the back. Those are beautiful, really, really beautiful. And she also sent me something, and she couldn't have possibly known, because I never mentioned it. A tin where you can put in your needles. This is a magnet for the needles. Isn't that awesome? And look at the cute design. The cute design and the bee. It is a bee. It's 3D. It's a bee on it. Oh, thank you so very much, Cindy. How did you know that I was looking for a small tin? I have tins, but they're all too big to fit in my little project envelopes, in the smaller ones I have, you know. And this is just perfect. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Love it. I'm happy. Thank you. So, and then I already done. I only have some patterns that I purchased. I would like to show you if you are interested. So, not many. I purchased, I ordered some, but I would like to show you the ones, the most important for me. Let's just put it that way. It's not right, but let's just put it that way. You all know this. You all have, no, not all, but you have seen it. So many have stitched it already, and I know for sure the Kindred Stitcher has it FFO'd on the wall. And I got enabled to finally give in and buy the pattern. The Vintage Birds from Janet Douglas Designs. It's just pretty. And after I finished my Francis Poole, nothing can stop me now. So I really think I will do that. The only thing I didn't know, it has specialty stitches, and that's not really me, specialty stitches. I'm not sure if I do the satin stitches, so that's not me. But I think I need to make those Algerian eyelet. I think I need to achieve this kind of look. We will see. We will see. This seems to be kind of a theme, birds. It's a bird from Blackbird Design. the sewing bird. I think this is so pretty. I'm not sure if I do the border and everything. I just liked the bird. It's pretty. The bird is just, yeah, it really is. And then I'm so happy that I finally have it. I wanted to have it when I saw it, when it came out in March, I think was the national market, and I was hooked. I wanted to have it, but it takes a while then until you get it in Germany. And when you can order it in Germany, it takes a while that you have it at your home, so blah blah blah. Anyway, I have it now and I'm happy. I love this really do. La-di-da, fracture flowers. This is awesome, pretty, gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I would like to stitch that right away. Yeah, like that. And then finally, this is something I wanted to have also when I saw it on the market releases. It's the, what's it called? Quaker handwork from Brenda Gervais with vanille and thread. I needed to have that. It's beautiful. I saw it and I knew I want to have that. Like that. And then it's not a bird, the next one, but Kathy, the Kentucky woman stitcher, that's my clock. I'm sorry about that. Kathy, the Kentucky woman stitcher, showed it in her video. I've seen it on different videos. I've seen it. And I thought I will never stitch a piece like this or like that. But after the Francine spool, nothing can stop me. Oh, Sylvie. And I saw it when Kathy showed it, and I knew now it's time. Now I need to buy it. So here we go. That's Kathy Barrick and Heaven and Nature Sings. Awesome. This is so pretty. Cannot believe it. And the quality of my video is so bad right now. I don't know why. I apologize again. So, yeah. Everything's good so far, I think. That's it for today, people. I saw it on Jay's video. I heard her saying there was something about, do you regret that you haven't bought a pattern that's out of stock or no, out of print? And yes, there is. And that's why, I think that's why I bought the Heaven and Nature Sings. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna stitch it because there are so many other designs I would like to stitch, but I needed to have that in my collection, in my pattern library, whatever you want to call it. I needed to have that, and I think that's what Minnie Gray means when she calls it FOMO, fear of missing out. Exactly, because I missed out on some patterns, and I regret that I didn't buy them while they were available. Like I showed you the Ida May crow, and I don't have the male crow. Yeah, so I would like to have it as a pair. And there was the Christmas alphabet from Prairie Schooler, didn't buy it, and now I regret it. But on the other hand, there are so many new charts and designs and beautiful, and I already have more than enough. Everything is okay, it's good, so I think. I wanted to mention something else. I told you that I ordered from the Patchwork Rabbit in the UK, and in my last video I talked about Picture This Plus Linen is available at the Patchwork Rabbit, but not all colors are available. And I was so surprised, overwhelmed. It's amazing. I think it's the shop owner, Carla, contacted me and did ask what kind of color I'm looking for. Wow, that's customer service, right? I haven't heard back from her if or what she can do, and I placed an order yesterday, so we will. I ordered some patterns from her, so we will see how this turned out. But I just a thought that she's watching my videos and heard about her shop, and yeah, this is so nice. So if you watch this, thank you again very much. Very very good customer service. So I need to, I'm sorry, I apologize. When you babble so much, your mouth gets dry. My mouth gets dry. I have 2 shout-outs. One is a very new Flosstuber. It is, she has 3 videos by now, but I just found her yesterday. I don't know who mentioned her and linked me to her. I can't remember who that was. And it's already a month ago that she recorded her first video, so I'm sorry I didn't find you sooner. It is Susie Q. I will link down the channel name as everything else, freebie and blogs and blah blah blah. You know, I always do that. Yeah, please go visit her and say hello and watch her videos. Beautiful stitched pieces. She shows so many beautiful stitched pieces, and look at the wall behind her with all the frame pieces. I think she worked in a LNS, or she owned an LNS. I didn't catch that, or she framed, but I think she is a professional framer. And oh, and she did the Little Sheep Virtue in a completely different way. So wow, beautiful. People, if you please go watch her videos, beautiful. So, and say hello to her. And then I have a shout out, or I want to mention someone. It's not a newbie or new to Flosstuber, and I missed her. She didn't record for a couple of months, and it is Suzanne. I hope I say that right. I think your channel name is also Suzanne. I will link down it below too. Please don't stop making videos. Please go on. I was so happy to see that you posted videos again, and I watched both videos yesterday and so enjoyed watching you. And you do so beautiful work, and your stitched pieces, and your color changes on the summer from the Snowflower Diaries. I like that so very much. Or the turkey, you changed the colors. Really, I like it, and I enjoy watching you. Please don't go away. Please make videos. Keep making videos. That's the right term. And you showed beautiful patterns you bought the last couple of months. So you enabled me. And the one you ordered from Etsy, I don't remember what's it called, with the blue bird. I already checked on Etsy. I need to buy that. I like it very much. So that's what I wanted to say. Please don't stop or let anything stop you from making your wonderful, enjoyable videos. Okay? Good. That's it. I can see how many minutes. Yeah, might be good. So, and since some of you liked my like to see a little bit more of my wood painting. I look terrible today. It's so humid, and I think it is the bad lighting in here today. People, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. What was I saying? I showed you my wind chime with a little bee on it, and since we are in July, it's a ladybug wind chime. So I'm sorry for the noise. That's what I did with the ladybug, a little wind chime with a ladybug. Cute. That's what I have now on my wreath. And I forgot, I have the wind chime with a bee. I made a little canvas also with a bee. I made this in 28, and I have the ladybug I made as a canvas also in 28. Yeah, and of course I have a ceramic one, little ladybug. When you look at the face, you just have to smile, don't you? Yeah, I told you I'm into cutesy things. And then I have another thing on display in the summertime. It's a little cow made out of wood. So, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. One of the few pieces I haven't given away or sold or whatever. I kept for myself. I made them several times, the cow, because she's just too cute. Okay? So, yeah, that's it. Thank you so very much for watching, for being with me today. Once again, I like to apologize for looking bad today and being not so cheerful and or cheery and silly, and life just happens. Thank you so very much for watching, and for all your wonderful comments and words you're writing to me. Thank you so very much for subscribing. Still blown away. And thank you so very much for your thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit being with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Please take good care of yourself. I love you, and I'm sending you a big hug. Take good care of yourself. Bye.